Maharishikaa, Great Female Spiritual Teachers. Part 6, Maharishikaa Preeti. This is Shores of Infinity, with one more video in the series of Great Female Spiritual Gurus and Teachers. Part 6, Maharishikaa. There will be at least one more video about Amritanandamayi, but first, Maharishikaa Preeti. She's not really yet one of the great female spiritual gurus because she's not so well known, but my uneducated guess, although I cannot predict the future, my feeling is she will be very well known in a few years, and she will be then one of the great female spiritual teachers. So definitely someone to keep on your radar. The funny thing for me is how I stumbled upon her. Now and then people write to me and say, wow, I found another very cool channel that is so similar to yours. And in most cases, I don't see any similarity whatsoever. I'm sorry. And at first I thought it was the same with her. And then I watched a few more videos and I can see similarities. I can see how you thought this is a similar kind of content or energy. Some similarities that I found are, one, she seems to have also some kind of allergy against bullshit, like I do. And she has something UG-like about her, like I do. Also, some things she says could be directly something that Sri Aurobindo and the mother would say nowadays. So, I don't know if there's an influence, if she read Sri Aurobindo and the mother, but I certainly feel a strong connection to them. And yeah, as I said, some things she says sound very Sri Aurobindonian. That's about it, in my view. Right? Check her out and see for yourself. Maybe you find some more similarities. If you can, put them in your own words. Try to put them into words and send them to me. Mail to me. I'd be very interested in your opinion about this. But for me, those are the only two similarities that I can see. Mostly, for me, my first impression was that she has something Kali-esque about her. So she would be more similar to the mother than to Sri Aurobindo. The mother also had something Kali-esque about her. She was able to personify all four personifications of the female divine principle. Not only Mahakali, but also Mahakali. And she also had this interest in the occult. And of course, Sri Aurobindo and the mother were very instrumental in the new nationalism coming up during and after the British occupation, the independence of India and so on. And now there's again a new wave of Indian nationalism that is very interesting to watch. And I think that she's also riding a little bit on that wave. Let's see where that goes, where that leads to. But definitely she's very courageous. She dares to say things that very few spiritual teachers dare to say. So I very much appreciate that in her. And she has a very direct manner. She could be Dutch. She's not, of course, she's Indian, but the way she speaks, she could be Dutch. The Dutch have this very, very intense, direct way of addressing things. Almost abrasive sometimes. But also in a nice way, in a cool, cute way. In a way also, she's a little bit of a female version of Sadhguru, I think, or could be. Only that Sadhguru is much more talkative and much more funny, and she has this intense, almost dark energy around her. A bit scary almost, but also in a cool, cute way. she has a very, very interesting way to put things into words and to formulate things that are almost impossible to put into words, to speak out. But I find it confusing the way she mixes things. There are some things she says are just perfect and on a very high level, and then she mixes it with other stuff that is not spiritual at all or not on the same level. So maybe she hasn't found her thing yet, her proper niche. But when she will find it, she will be a blast. She will be unstoppable. Definitely she is the real deal. So she has spiritual experience of high levels. And she's finding her way around as a spiritual teacher between these East-West, modern and traditional borders and principles. Sometimes she sounds very religious, and sometimes she doesn't sound religious at all. Sometimes she sounds very traditional, and sometimes not at all. Sometimes she sounds Indian, and sometimes she sounds Western. And she has lived in the West for some time. So she is a force to be reckoned with, and I think the way is going uphill very fast. Also, she probably has a team of IT specialists, or she is an IT specialist, I don't know. But her channel is well done, and she does shorts, also YouTube shorts, which can increase your range manifold. She has a good website, and I think she's an artist as well. So somehow she brings all these interesting aspects together. She's a little bit of the mother, a little bit of Nisargadatta Maharaj, a little bit of Satguru, a little bit of UG. And then she has this very special Kali-esque cool vibe around her. So I think she's so unique that she's already one of the great spiritual gurus. The only thing that is missing now is to increase her reach, which is anyway happening, and maybe to find a little bit more equilibrium how she comes across. But maybe it's on purpose, who knows? Maybe she wants to be unpredictable. That's also cool. And maybe she wants to address many, many subjects, which I certainly can understand. And she's one of these teachers or gurus that can combine religious and spiritual paths at the same time, parallelly. So if you don't know her, check out some of her videos and keep her on your radar, keep a lookout for her. I'm very much looking forward to see how her path develops as a teacher. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing and joining me on Patreon. And thank you to all my Patreons, and see you soon.